trophies that we got. We're gonna go up to the 3rd floor. I like your shirt.
Thank you. Yes. Cute.
Alrighty, you got room for us? We got room for 2 more?
All right, and including this?
Yes, ma'am, you got it.
Thank you.
Sir. All right, so just 1 more. That's perfect. Perfecto. Welcome. Welcome. This is my favorite elevator for after I get my nails done to take selfies in. Just if you guys needed to know, it has great lighting in here. So it's pretty great.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you need Instagram stories, it's this elevator. Welcome to our mini museum, guys.
Let's practice social distancing.
Excuse me.
So I'm really happy here. It's something that totally changed my life. So if you guys are stuck in retail or stuck doing whatever, think about it. Anywho, back in the day, this was our very first call-taking type console. It was a switchboard. So operators would have to pull one out, put it back to the correct corresponding division to be able to speak to our officers. As LA grew, this did not keep up with us. So we moved to, exactly right. So we moved to something like this in the 80s. It was designed by someone who was a super Star Trek fan, so he thought it was super space age, but we know that it doesn't look that space age, right? But it's nice because instead of having to unplug and plug, all they gotta do if they wanna type on Wilshire is just type 07, enter, and they can broadcast out. So that's our older systems. This was used primarily when we were in the parking structure of City Hall East, 4 floors beneath the ground. It was called the dungeon, and we still call it the dungeon to this day because it was dark like a dungeon. When we moved to this center, we moved here in 2003. In 2002, a year prior, they actually had the exact same center downtown as well. So if something happened there, we could evacuate all of them, bring them here, vice versa, power outage, anything like that. We can, the whole team of us can be here or there at any time. By earthquake. So you guys are very safe in here. Yeah, we're here. When you call in, it'll give us your address or the closest triangulation points from your cell phone tower. Will give us right here, and it'll populate right here. Over on this 3rd screen is where all of our units, our officers are displayed. So if they show that they need to go out on a traffic stop at First in Los Angeles, what we'll do is we'll type it in over here in a command, and it'll pop up over here. So the RTO, the radio telephone operator, who's handling that division today, or that day, will be able to locate their unit. This 5th screen is going to be the radio screen. So anything that's white, that means it's open. The officers or the operator can broadcast out on it. We have multiple little selections, so we can set up one little cell as just a specific, let's say central and central traffic. If there was a backup on the frequency, we need to broadcast out to all the frequencies that are touching. So we can click on that like 3rd cell, and we can broadcast out onto all those, and then click back on the other one, and just we can broadcast on different frequencies with ease. I know she's shaking her head. Yeah, because you know our whole training process is over a year. Did I say it? What did I say?
Primary.
Oh, sorry. So there's 2 types of calls. If you're taking emergency calls, you can either take primary, which is 911 lights and sirens call, or secondary, which is our non-emergency line. Equivalent of a sworn sergeant. They're going to be the watch commander. They'll oversee all of the watch operations and make notifications if necessary, and talk to any of the higher-ups. If something happens on Topanga and the officer says, I need a backup, that BCC can tune down all the stations except for Topanga, and she can help, or he can help, with any assistance they need. If they need to contact CHP because they're getting the highway, if they need the paramedics, they get an ambulance, the BCC will call. The next balloon we have is purple. Purple is our ATO position. They're going to be performing any callbacks for officers if they request. So if an officer's at scene and they say, have the person reporting step out, the RTO will send a message to the ATO will then call. They're also going to be doing any requests for board up. So if one of the lights or a window goes out, they'll call for board up.
issues that they see, then they'll go ahead and put them to the side and talk to them about it. So that's,
Any questions about the positions? Yes.
During the training, it's all the positions that are training for? Sorry.
I'll get to you second. Okay, no, not
I'm
a
so
problem. On the left-hand side of the room is all of the positions for the West Bureau. And on the right-hand side is all of the Valley Bureau. Those are the two bureaus that we cover this center, the radio for. Use it for mainly emergency situations. If you're going to call about your neighbor next door having a loud party and you try to text it in, we're just going to tell you to call it. But it's for those situations like domestic violence, like a home invasion in progress, things that you aren't able to speak, you can always text message.
What
So
division would that go to?
it's going to go to the first available operator.
How,
But it's going to show us how many people are calling on 911. So right now in the top left, it shows there's 5 people. They're waiting for about 45 seconds. So that means that we're having a high call time right now. It also could mean that there could be a car accident that multiple people are calling at the same time for, or a fire, things like that. And then it also shows on the right-hand side the non-emergency calls and how long they've been holding for. And that's it, guys. That's our dispatch center. Inside, it's hard sometimes. You know, you're getting that call, people are screaming in your ears, and you're just like, how do I handle this? And you might just want to take a break or step away. You can call up to the bridge and talk to the supervisors and let them know. They'll get someone to cover your position real quick and get you on the phone with a licensed professional. So it's nice that they do that. I can either specifically ask them to do it, or there are mandated calls, like if I get a suicidal call or a shooting in progress, things like that, the supervisor will come and make me take that phone call.
Work, that's regular.
So,
Get closer.